They tie up in the center. Derek Gray gets in on a single leg, lifts it high, pulls the wrestler back down, and Derek Gray picks up the first 2 points. Gets a takedown over Cole Nielsen of Eagle Valley. And they'll squirt out of bounds there. They'll go back to the center. Cole Nielsen takes the bottom position. Derek Gray gets on from the right side. We'll have a caution. Caution on Derek Gray. Got another caution on Derek Gray. Just trying to, a little nervous out there, trying to get the jump on things. Gray side drags Nielsen down. Nielsen comes back up. Gray side drags him again. Gray out on that arm, lifting it, trying to do something. Nielsen comes back to his base. They're getting close to being out of bounds again. Gray keeps pulling Nielsen down, and they'll go out of bounds again. And we're on that scoreboard that you can't see. I think it's 1:16 left in the first period. Derek Gray leading 2-0. Derek Gray started on the left side there, jumped right over to the right side. Gets that arm tied up, looking for a little tilt. Gets his knee in the side of Nielsen. Didn't get him to go over. Derek Gray now has a wrist and an arm bar. Picking up back points, has Nielsen on his back. Nielsen trying to roll through, just about to come out the back door. He does, but Gray picks up a leg, gonna pull Nielsen down. I can't tell, I think Derek Gray picked up 2 near fall points there.
Yep, scoreboard shows 4-zip. Was able to survive it. Got his back points and was able to avoid being reversed. That's nice defensive, offensive wrestling.
You must be able to see that scoreboard better. You have your camera on it up there.
Yep, I'm using the camera.
The wrestlers get back to the center of the mat. 38 seconds, I believe, in the first period left. Derek Gray on the right side, gonna let the wrestler up. 4-1 now the score as Nielsen gets an escape. Nielsen tries a little shot. Gray blocks that. We'll go back to the center. Nielsen in on Gray's head, trying to snap him down. Gray good form there. He goes in on a single, trying to get around, and now they'll squirt out of bounds again. Go back to the center of the mat in the neutral position. Getting down to the end of the first period. And that is the end of the first period. We'll go to the second period. Derek Gray leading this match 4-1. Going to be Gray's choice. He defers to Nielsen. Nielsen's choice. They're going to start the second period in the neutral position. A little head tapping out there and wrist fighting. They break away from each other. Gray wanting to tie up with Nielsen. Nielsen would rather not do that. Gray in on a single leg, trying to lift it up, go around the corner as Nielsen grabs an ankle on the way by. Gray still has that single leg with the knee locked up. Gray trying to come around behind, pick an ankle with his leg. Gray trying to pull that knee underneath. And the referee's going to call a stalemate. They'll go back to the center of the mat. Still Gray in the lead, 4-1. About 1:15 seconds left in this second period. A head tapping out there, and Nielsen comes in, tries to grab a single leg. Gray ties him up. Got that single leg. Gray throws a whizzer in.
Tough call. Derek Gray gives up the takedown, had the whizzer in. A lot of times when you hold that whizzer in, you kind of go down side by side. That whizzer will save you from being taken down, but he still gave up the 2 points.
That's right. That was a tough call on that, with that whizzer thrown in there. The referee a lot closer to the mat than we are, so we'll give him credit for that. Gray tries to stand up. Nielsen trips him back down. Gray flat on his stomach now. Gray out to the side trying to pull an arm back. Now Gray bases back up. Nielsen trying to chop an arm and break him down. Gray sprawled out in the base position down there, trying not to get thrown over on his hip. Gray gets busted down flat. Nielsen out to the side, picks up an ankle, and they'll go out of bounds. They'll go back to the center of the mat. Gray now only ahead by 1 point, 4-3. Can't see how much time's on the clock. Looks like about 12 seconds.
Yep, 12 seconds left in the second period.
Got another caution on Gray. Just a little anxious out there trying to get the jump on his opponent. Gray with a quick switch. Gray gets cautioned another time. Going to give a point. Referee's over at the table, but I think he indicated a point for Nielsen of Eagle Valley. If that's the case, that'll tie up the match. Scoreboard still doesn't show it. I think the fourth caution, though, you do get a point. Is that correct, Jeremy?
Yeah, I believe that's right. And they can be cautions for anything along the line. They continue to talk it over. That is a, looking at the official down there, I believe that's a former beat digger down there, isn't it?
Well, I can't tell.
Looks like, nope, that's not who I thought it was. Again, we are a little bit up.
And the referee does give Nielsen a point. Gray switches, gets out of there, stands up. Gonna get the escape. We'll go to the third period. Gray leading 5-4 with 2 minutes left in this match.
Yep.
Gray's going to choose the bottom position. Nielsen gets on from the left side. Gray hits a quick switch, comes out, stands up, gets a 1 point escape. He'll lead 6-4 and they'll squirt out of bounds. Go back to the center in the neutral position with Gray leading by 2. Just underway in this third period. They tie up out there. Gray breaks that apart. Nielsen in on a single leg, lifts it up. Gray tries to throw Nielsen. They'll break apart again. Gray in on a single leg. Locks up the knee. Nielsen grabs an ankle, trying to hit that cross-facing ankle. Gray hanging on to that knee. Gray underneath, and the ref's going to call a quick stalemate. Minute 20-some seconds left in the third period. Gray still leading 6-4.
Well, you get down to the tail end of a match, do see those stalemates called a little bit quicker than you might see in the first period.
They'll go out of bounds again. They'll go back to the center in the neutral position. No stalling warnings left. Nielsen now there's a stalling warning on Gray. Nielsen tried to shoot in on a single leg. Gray blocked that. Nielsen in again on a single leg. Gray underhooks. Puts the knee in between his legs and they'll go out of bounds again. 52 seconds, I think, left in the third period.
That's right, 52 seconds.
Gray in on a single leg, has that knee locked up. Once again, Nielsen hits that cross-facing ankle, trying to break Gray's hold on his knee. Trying to spin behind. Now Gray spinning. Gray still has that knee. The referee going to stop the match again.
Yep, it's a stalemate call again.
Stalemate called, about 30 seconds left now. Gray in on that single leg again, locks up the knee. Once again, Nielsen with the cross-facing ankle.
Good news here is Derek Gray continues to take shots. He's not in danger of being called for stalling, but bad news is he's not taking good shots.
he just did get called for stalling again.
How does that happen?
Taking the last 3 shots. Got called for stalling, got a point awarded against him. It's now a 6-5 match. I think Coach Spike Reynolds a little upset out there talking to the ref. But as you well know, Jeremy, the refs don't change their mind after they've awarded a point.
Yeah, they're not going to pull one off.
Derek Gray in on the single leg again, has the knee, trying to go out the back door now. Trying to pull that knee in.
Not a very good thing. Again, hadn't been shooting very good single legs. He looks in a dangerous position, but again, he's hanging on to it, and he'll survive it.
Derek Gray survives this match. He's going to win this match 6-5, move on to the championship quarterfinals tomorrow. And so